we're brewing again, as you can see, guys. Happy Brew Wednesday. You know, Easter has just gone. I need to get something filled up back in the keg. So, what we're knocking together, guys, we're going to do the Campbell's Best Bitter, what I brewed up. I think it was end of January, maybe beginning of February, I'm not sure. But a lovely go-to session bitter. I love them in the kegs. They're there all the time, you know. I have a lot of bitters even when I go to the pubs and stuff like that. So it's always good to have one on tap, I guess. Just doing a bit different this time. Upping the rye malt, doubling it to 400 grams. There's a little bit more Marisotta in there. And the hops, I'm actually going to throw some Sovereign in. Kind of say that. Last off, yeah, some Sovereign's going in there. Bitted with a bit of Target and stirring Goldens halfway, I think, or maybe last 10 minutes, something like that. But this is, you know, I'm actually entering this beer into my first competition, which is the Homebrew Festival, which is kicking off middle of May next month, which I'm actually attending with Mick at Flat Beer. So we're going to have a good weekend there. So we'll see how this plays. I've entered the bitter category, obviously for this, and I've entered the the IPA category, but I'm throwing in a black IPA, a black rye IPA, and I'll probably use that Kveik yeast again. No brew forces today. You may see a hot drop later on, I'm not sure, but either way, I will come back at the end with a gravity reading, tell you how brew day went. So, coffee's done. I have some hops to show you. While that was draining, we'll quickly talk through this. Took advantage of some offers what Beer Hawk had on over Easter the week. Stocking up. So, I got some Columbus. Gotta love Columbus. You see my previous brew day last week. Got 6 ounce of Columbus. US Mosaic. I've got 6 ounce of them as well. And experimental hop, XJA-436 experimental. So, blueberries, sweet fruits, gooseberry. Bless you. Sound lovely, don't they? 10 ounce of them I got. So, may work with them in a smash beer, or they even go well with the Mosaic, wouldn't they? Or maybe the Columbus, the bittering with them. But I know they'll work with these as well. African Queen hops. Now, read a bit about this online. I think they are quite secretive, yeah, or a bit hard to get by. Gooseberry, sweet fruits, stone fruits, bit of lemongrass, blueberries. Sound lovely, doesn't it? So I've got another 10 ounce of them as well. So I've got quite a lot of hops in to work with. But like I say, may throw the African Queen in my black IPA for the competition as well. I'm not too sure yet. Either way, we'll get the profile, probably for a couple of smash beers. But yeah, they do sound great for the summer, if I'm honest. Pale ales, IPAs. So do look out for up and coming brew videos on them. Come on, I've got one, guys. Need to get fermentation temperature under control, as most of you know. You all have Inkbirds, STCs 1000s. I've actually gone for the Mangrove Jacks dual temperature controller. It is basically just an STC 1000. But what they've done, they put a lovely, nice little neat box on it. As you can see, it's got the logo on there. And at the back, we have a cooling and a heating point. So, you know, there's just no messing around with me wiring it all together. You know, making it look smart, the circuit board and little box, getting a couple of adapters. I ain't no good at shit like that, I'm really not. So, this was ready done for me. Well, probably was around about 30 quid. Yeah, it was. And I know they're around about £15 on these STCs, I think, or maybe I've getting a bit cheaper, I'm not too sure. But like I say, I didn't have to buy no additional stuff. It's just simply a plug and play. malarkey. So I'm actually going to get a fermentation fridge pretty soon and crack on with bringing everything under control. And I'm probably going for the tubular heater at the bottom of the fridge or a heat pad, don't know yet. But like I said, I took advantage of that from Beer Hawk because they had some offers on and I had a nice discount code. So got everything really cheap, if I'm honest. I won't go into it. And obviously free delivery on that as well. And I ordered a Caribou Slobby grain kit again, because when I did that, I thought it was bloody brilliant. One of the best brown ales I've ever had in my life. So that didn't last long on the keg. So it's best to get it knocked up again into my birthday in a couple of weeks. So maybe ready for that. I can have a good time on that. That's it, guys. We'll come back later on, I guess. Crack on brew day now. I'm going to get this in the Spargin HLT pot base, HLT pot. I'll do a Doug's Sparge, recirculate it round, transfer it into my boil kettle, and then add some hops, and someone's at the door. See you later. Just a delivery, dogs going crazy, as they do. So like I say, we'll get brew day done today. Won't get no footage, but I'll talk you through it when I come back for the gravity reading later on. Oh yeah, the yeast what I'm going to use is a Burton Ale yeast, White Labs. I'd knocked up Sarah Hughes' dark ruby mild. Used a Burton Ale yeast in that, and it got a right good thick crowds on it. It really did. So that's going to go in the keg later, basically, and we're going to just reuse the yeast cake, fire it straight on top of that, and it should kick off, all being well. Oh yeah, BML yesterday. Look at that. Clear as the bell. From Clive, Culture Choice. Thank you, my friend. 2 proper job clones, as far as I'm aware, and just threw loads of Cascade in there, so I cannot wait for them. So his last his last proper job clone was beautiful. So we'll see how this compares. Right, see you in a bit. There you have it then. Brew day is wrapped up. Got everything cleaned up now. Time to relax with a beer in a bit. So, apologise for the lack of footage this week, but you know, it was just a Homebrew Wednesday update, basically what I've purchased from Beer Hawk and let you know what's going on from the brewing front. So, there you have it. A lovely, beautiful, clean wort, lovely colour on that, as you can see. You know, give it a bit more orange by the time it's poured in the glass. Should get some nice bit of lacing around there as well with the flame barley what I added. Bang on 10.50, so pretty pleased with that. 4.5% maybe, on your way to 5%, something like that, but you know, nothing too strong for a bitter. And like I say, went straight on top of the Burton Ale yeast from the Sarah Hughes Dark Ruby Mild. So I expect that to kick off within the next couple of hours. One thing I do say, did have a little bit more wort in the bottom of the pot. So what I thought I'd do, a little bit of experiment. I sterilised that, just spaced out 1 gallon demijohn, threw it into that, and I've dropped a little bit of Kvite yeast on top. Basically what I've been drying out, so I've just got a little fingerful, basically, little sprinkle. Chuck that in, and we'll compare them when they're done to see if the Kvite will give it a bit of a different flavour. But I presume it will, and if it is a better flavour, you know, I might even send that into the competition, which obviously I'm entering with this bitter. So yeah, cheers for watching, guys. It's a double homebrew Wednesday this week, because in a separate video in a minute I'm going to sample hashtag homebrew is OT Pale Ale. It's his first all grain he's ever done, so look forward to trying with that. But like I say, not everyone wants to watch a beer review, so I'm going to do that separate on its own, and we'll both bang them up at the same time. So if you do want to watch it, head over after this video. If not, we'll be seeing you again for another update maybe next week or later on the week or the weekend. Go steady.